What's happening, everybody? Welcome to a little surprise live stream. I know I usually do a live show on a Sunday night. I did try to do it last night, but absolutely everything went wrong with the live stream last night to a point where I just didn't even know if it was streaming through YouTube, if it was actually going and actually doing anything whatsoever on there. So I thought I'd just come on today, just using simple Android equipment tonight. All my computer gear is being used for more important things, like homework, work stuff. So yes, needs must, and obviously the most important thing is getting things sorted there financially, business wise, and stuff like that, and getting all the homeworks for the kids and everything out of the way. But I just wanted to come on and speak to you guys. I'm going to make this a video that I wanted to do. I was going to pre-record this, but I thought, you know what, I'll just throw the Android up and just see if anyone's there, anyone wants to jump in and chat with us on this one, because rumours that are circulating, stupid transfer rumours I would call them, absolutely. When you break them all down, people have been asking me today, what's going on? What do you think of the rumours between Aaron Ramsey and Paul Pogba swap deal? Are you smoking something? As I got to your brain and you're thinking that this is a possibility, that this could actually happen. It's not going to happen, people. It isn't. David, how are you doing? Hope you're well too. Anyone who does come on the comments, leave a comment. I will talk about anything you want to talk about as well tonight. But obviously, I'm going to start the ball rolling by going on about this stupid rumour which is Aaron Ramsey and Paul Pogba swap deal. This is not going to happen. If this deal happened, I would do any forfeit that you wanted. You name it, anything at all, like even a TikTok video or wearing another team's shirt, whatever you wanted to throw at me. That's how confident I am that this deal will not happen. Let's see. Daz, I'm not paying any attention to transfers. I have a feeling there will be a ban on transfers for a season. Fair point, mate. Anything can happen. We're in uncharted territory, you could say, right now. So, in terms of things that could possibly happen transfer-wise, like I said, stupid ones being brought up just to fill and get people turning pages and flicking clickbait, you could call it as well. Yeah, because it ain't happening. It's absolutely ridiculous. The only one I think transfer-wise that does have a little bit of ground is the one for Sancho, I think, because that has been bubbling for over a year now. So if anything was going to happen transfer-wise, I think maybe one or two at the most. But still, if the Premier League are going to stick to what they've said and get this season actually finished, then we ain't going to see a transfer window. So that's it. I'd rather take Sandro and cash for Pogba. So shit. To be honest, I think Pogba's done and dusted now. He's staying. I think he's absolutely nailed on to stay. Anthony Wisdom, it would be crazy for United to do a deal as stupid as that. Completely agree with you, Anthony, mate. Completely agree with you. With Man United, you need as many news. Yeah, well, that's the point, Shetty, mate. It's sells papers. The one club that sells papers is Manchester United. The one who does get pages turning and people clicking on reported stories is Manchester United. But you break the deal down, the Aaron Ramsey deal down with Paul Pogba, and how stupid it sounds when you realise that we're getting a player who is past his best in a swap without even mentioning cash. A player who can't get into the Juventus team. I mean, he's been let go on a free by Arsenal. I mean, come on. Aaron Ramsey is a very good player. He ain't no Paul Pogba, and everyone's got their opinions on Pogba. But let's be honest, he ain't no Paul Pogba. Aaron Ramsey. Christina, how are you doing, Christina? Hope you're well. Hope your family is all well. Again, sorry about what happened last night with the other live stream. It went completely wrong. I had Owen on with me, and we were having a good old chat. It just didn't seem to link right to YouTube at all, and it was a bit of a mess. But just thought I'd take this opportunity, like I said, throw the Android up, see who's about, see who's talking, see how everyone basically is, and let me know what your stories are, people, as well, on the isolation. Let me know what you've been up to, what you've been doing to pass the time, any activities, any tips. Like I said, I posted out on my Instagram before. If you don't follow me on Instagram, get in there and get following me on Instagram. It's all in my other descriptions of video. I don't think I've got a description up on this video as such, but because I threw it up so quickly. But get on my other videos, get in the description there. Ads United, get on my Instagram because I'm doing a few live streams on there as well. and I want to get you guys involved and get you on there as well on some of the live streams. So get into the Instagram account, Ads United UTD, ADZ Ads United. Get on there, follow me on there. Because like I said, in my isolation, I think I'm going to end up turning into a master chef by the time I'm finished, because that's all it seems. It's all I seem to be doing, is just cooking up different recipes all the time. But let me know what you guys have been up to. Let me know what you're on about. Man like Mo, how you doing, mate? What's happening there? Hope you're safe, mate. Hope it's all good. Good to see everyone jumping in. I don't expect loads of people to come on. I know there's more important things going on at the moment, but it is good to hear a few familiar voices just to keep us all going and keep us all sane, talking some normal football. So what do you guys think about the Sancho rumours the other day? The Aaron Ramsey one, forget about that. That is just a non-starter completely. There are going to be plenty more stupid ones. And you can tell me any other club that's come out in any sort of reporting or newspaper articles about any transfers at all. I don't think there's one other club, Bayern United, that has actually had any news stories at all. So no, I think they're relying solely on United selling everything that we've got at the moment. I'm all good, mate. How's your isolation going? Mo says, yeah, we're managing, mate. We're just about coping. We've just come back from our exercise, from our walkout. Pretty scary out there at the moment. Tonight, probably the one time it really has looks like a bit of a ghost town, to be honest. There's absolutely no one out there tonight. Don't have too high hopes, guys, for big transfers in this crisis, financial. Yeah, Christina, I totally agree with that. I don't think there's anyone going to be spending big. I mean, we heard the news, I think it was today it broke, that everyone at Juventus has taken a big pay cut just to see them through this financial difficulty, and obviously trying to help out all the other non-professional staff at the club, which is good. It is really good. I mean, there can be no predictions from any clubs in terms of financials looking ahead to the summer, because no one's going to have sold season tickets when they can't tell you exactly when the season is going to start again. So, no, I think Christina's right. I don't think there will be much. Adam, do you think the league will finish, Stephen Riley? No, I don't, unless they want to restart it when next season is supposed to restart. But to be honest, the people I've spoke to and what's going on in the news and everything that's coming out, I just think it's very naive and very stupid for anyone to comment like the league has about when it's going to start again, because I don't think it will. I think there's more important things going on out there at the moment than the football, and for him to talk about it restarting, even finishing this season, is just ignorant to what is actually happening in the world right now. So I do not think that it is going to be finished. No, that's my answer on that. That's sweet. We should have raided Ajax after. We should have raided Ajax after we beat them in Europa League final. Management. We usually do that, United, as well. We usually do take a couple of signings off certain performances they've played against us, don't we? But yeah, no, Anthony Wisdom. Let's see now. I believe we keep refocus Pogba and buy Sancho and Partey. We can push next year for a title challenge. Title challenge? Talked about this the other day with Flex on Instagram. A few people with a couple of signings are confident that the squad we've actually got right now is good enough. But can you want us to see it? I think I did the video the other day when I said the mentality of this team. Aleppo never changed its spots in terms of the form, what they've done early on in the season. We were poor at the start of the season. I think everyone's forgot how poor we really were going on start first few months of this season. So I don't see us being complete title challengers. I would take and accept consistently getting top four for a season or two, maybe. A push to, because then I'd expect us, with the development of the younger players we've got now, to then be at a stage where we should be ready for title challenging. We're going to have them players then in a couple of years, if it does get started. We're going to have the players in a couple of years then to really go in and actually challenge properly for a title. I do think everyone will be at the right age then, peaking in terms of form. So yeah, maybe a couple of years, but it's a tough call. I would take Partey. Sancho would be a magic, or would be a fire emoji, says a man like Mo. Partey, Sancho, different ball game. I think I posted it out on Instagram the other day. I thought indeed he would be a great buy for United. Indeed, and Sancho and a Grealish in there as well to give us more options going forward would be an ideal summer for me. I don't know what you guys think about that. Or is Grealish not happening anymore for people? It has gone quiet. I think it's gone quiet with everything that's gone on in the world, to be honest. With all the top four is our challenge. He isn't the guy to lead us to the title, in my opinion. More, I've sort of said that myself, mate, to be honest. Someone came back at me the other day from a previous video saying, what does Ollie have to do? His record against the top managers is superb, but yeah, what about the record not being able to win 3 games in a row? Is he going to get the time at United to prove that he can change that? That is the bigger question. Can he change that? Can he actually prove to everyone that he's got what it takes? That first few months on his interim management wasn't just a fluke, that he can actually, now he's got the permanent job, be the managers to take United forward to silverware. Right now, I'm not fully seeing it because his plan A always works against the top teams, and that's good. But when it goes wrong and we don't have a plan B, then we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. David Gunn, with Bruno, let's get these up here. With Bruno, Grealish, McTominay, Sancho, Martial and Rashford, we will be title challengers. That is a scary, scary front line. That is 2 banks of threat, wherever you want to go. Skill, pace, guile, whatever you want to call it. It is there, and that is a scary, scary forward line going into any games. To play any team would be scared of that line. I do agree. And loads of options. This is what I was talking about the other day. It'd be good to actually have some options going forward. That's the main thing. You know what I mean? Actually have some players to actually look to the bench and go, you know what, he can change it up. And we can rely on putting him in there. That's been the big thing. We look to our bench, I think, a lot of times this season, and it's like, oh, God, we're struggling, aren't we? We're struggling. The Premier League will be voided because of government, because the government will not give the permission to restart the season. That does mean the title will be vacant. I just keep Pogba in this team. I love the vibe now, says Christine. Oh, that was Simon Cowie before regarding the league. Simon, mate, I think I'm pretty much on board with what you say there. I cannot see the league finishing. I really can't with everything going on. It looks like an impossibility. That's how crazy it is. It looks impossible, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking now, the schools are not going back till like September. If you think that they're going to start the season or get the season finished by the cut-off, which is July, I think, is it July, June? The Open has already been cancelled. Wimbledon isn't happening. The Olympics are not happening. All these major events that were scheduled for the summer, and we're expecting to finish this league by the summertime. It's not happening. Not happening. Let's see what some of the comments we've got here. A few of them coming in now. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. Pogba has to go, Adam. Lingard, Jones, Mata, Pereira also, mate. That's from Mick Cotton. Or Colton, sorry. That's it. It's still dividing opinion. But even if you was on the side of wanting Pogba to go, who's going to take him? Who can take? Where are his options now with everything that's going on? You have to take in the fact that clubs are not going to be spending big this summer. Can't remember who it was in the comments just a second ago who said it. I don't think there is going to be a lot of money going around. I really don't. So that's the point, innit? It's a different playing field now out there in the transfer market. It's not the same as what it used to be. So the normal sort of predictions that everyone would have been talking about or saying, I just don't think are going to be there because the money's not going to be there. The clubs don't have it now. They're trying to save what they can now. We've had, 3 months worth of gate revenues not there. The TV deals, I know they're going to stand, but you know what? Who is going to want to be seen as the one that goes crazy and spends loads of money after everything that's gone on? It's putting clubs in really awkward positions in terms of how much and when they actually spend the money, because everyone's doing what they can now to save. No one's going to be splashing big wages at players because it's going to be seen to be just taking the mick. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. Let's see. Matthew Houlihan. Thanks for doing this show. Really enjoy your opinions. No problem at all, Matthew. When we're talking, we can talk about anything we want. It's good for everyone. Other people on now. No one's No one's priority is talking football or going watching YouTube or anything like that these days. All it is just get out there, get some content on, see if we can involve a few people, get some conversations going, give give people something to just go away from what is going on in the world right now and actually talk about some normal stuff. So anyone who wants to comment, which is why I'm saying I'm going to do a few more things on Instagram Live, because we can throw people straight in on video chat on the Instagram. So I'll pop it down in the description in a bit, the my Instagram account, just to log on there and just check me out on there, people, because it will become a little bit easier as well. And ADZ ads UTD United, that's all it is. Follow me on Instagram there, because I can link up and bring you guys into the video chats instantly as well, wherever we are, which will be good. It's all about whichever platform is working right now for people to communicate on. A lot of people prefer Instagram, a lot of people prefer Twitter. There's YouTube lovers who just love everything on YouTube. I do all three. So whichever one suits you, I'm going to keep doing it on all three of them. Just if you linked up to all of them, then I'm going to be there on all of them. Let's see what else are people saying. Christina, happy news to share, guys. I missed last Saturday because I was in hospital as a COVID suspect. With the symptoms, I tested negative twice at home. I'm feeling better now. Christina, brilliant news. I am happy. And I'm really pleased that you come out and said that, because that's important. That's really important, because that just brings everyone straight back down to the reality of what we're actually going through right now as a population, as a country, as a world. Because that death toll now, I think it's gone over 30,000. 30,000 people have died because of this virus, and there's still people out there who are not taking it seriously. 30,000 is a lot. You know what I mean? I can joke and say that's the city average attendance every week. I know it's not the right place or time to do it, but think of the stadiums that hold 30,000. There's a few of them, like St Mary's, like Leicester, I think that's around there, the King Power. That's more, that's 30,000 is double what you will get and more at Bournemouth. So if you watch these games every single week, you see TV and you see these full stadiums, that's the equivalent of what this virus has done and what it's taken out from, what it's taken away from us. When people start losing loved ones, when people get things like the death toll, and we look at it from a distance and we're like, you know what, thank God it's not me. You know what, sooner or later it'll be one of us. It's bound to happen. Someone is bound to be really taken aback by it. I mean, if you do follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you'd have seen what had happened to my family this morning. I'm not going to go on too much about it, but do follow me on there so you know exactly where I'm at right now and how stressful my day has been, because a lot of bad has happened today. It's not good. The world is not good, and there's some absolute scumbags out there. Just get on. I don't want to go on about it now. I've already had my moments this morning regarding that, but if you did want to catch up and know where it was and what's actually going on in the world locally as well around Manchester, then check that out later. One person dying is too many. That's sweet, mate. Couldn't have said that better myself, mate. I've had a guy there, I can't remember his name, he follows me on Twitter, and he said to me about 2 weeks ago, he was DM me on Twitter directly from Italy, and he said, mate, he says it doesn't seem that bad there now. He says, but stay at home, because it's going to get worse. We were ignorant to the rule. We were ignorant to what we were being told. We did our usual Italian socializing. We love to go out. We can't change our mentality. He said that's all changed now. We're dropping like flies, and it's a horrible saying, a horrible phrase, but you look at that death toll now in Italy, and our numbers at the same stage were pretty much the same in this country, in England. I know what, if you don't listen, then you end up going exactly the same way. It's a disaster is what this is. It's an absolute global disaster. And you know what, talking about football and stuff like that, even if it's just for 20-30 minutes, just to take people's minds off what's actually going on, then it's worth it. Stephen Riley, wait FIFA 20, mate. I pick and choose anytime you want, mate. Get into my socials, like I said, my Twitter, DM me on there, or DM me on the Instagram. They're all open for everyone. Get on there, message me when suits you. Me and Alfie have played 2 games so far. 2 games and we're still unbeaten. We're not conceded a goal yet. So if you fancy it, get on there and give it a go. There is a prize up for grabs. I have stated the prize. The videos are up, so you know what the prizes are. Hopefully, when better times come in the world, we'll be able to give them prizes out. They are decent as well. They really are. So I really hope everything does get turned around, just so I can see some smiles on faces again and just see some friends. You know what I mean? These Skype calls are all great and video calls are fantastic for communicating, but you know what? We just need a little bit of contact, don't we? We crave it, we miss it. The spread of this is so vast, it makes me think that it is airborne. Rumours have been saying that, mate. Rumours have been saying it. Scary times, says Mick Colton as well. Airborne, well, it makes you think, doesn't it? Because clean your hands and stuff like that, it doesn't seem to be doing or nullifying the threat, does it? So where is safe? It's safe in your house. End of the day, you just got to stay at home and listen. Supermarkets are 10 a person now, and it's what, 10 in, 10 out in the supermarkets. They're taking all precautions possible, and you know what? It's the right way to go about it. It's an annoyance, but I think a lot of people have accepted it. A lot of people in England have accepted it now anyway, that this is the way it's going to be. It's where it's going to be at, and we could be talking months on end before we see anything like this. I'm in a high risk category because I'm a kidney transplant patient, so I can't go out because it could be one of them statistics. Says Simon Cowie, mate. I hope you are staying in, mate, and staying safe. Please, mate. I don't want anyone to be suffering with this. I want you all to be fit and healthy so we can eventually come on. I am confident that they will be able to find a vaccine, and I don't think it's going to be safe until that day. It may be in a year. It's as drastic as it sounds. It may be in a year, but let's just try and stay in the meantime and try and keep the numbers down to a minimum, because it's not going to go away. It's going to be a virus that's going to stay around forever in our lives now. We will get the vaccine eventually, because we always do, and then we'll be looking like we can just walk around and treat it like it is another illness or another disease or another virus that we're already dealing with in this world. Because let's not forget, people, cancer sufferers, we've got HIV, we've got all these diseases that people have forgotten about now, that people die from every single day. So we just need to add this one to it and move with it, deal with it, and accept that it's part of our lives. As soon as we get the vaccine, we can handle it instead of trying to avoid it, and then hopefully we can just live our normal lives again. Hopefully. Adam, what's your view on the season and Ollie? Nice change of subject there, Christina. I like it. It's a good question, actually. I mean, the whole season has been a 50-50 for me, because the start of the season, you've seen my road trips, you've seen my trips away, all my fan cams on the United stand, all my fans view videos, everything that was going on. And it was a total 50-50 season. I think we're all taking a little bit of encouragement away from where we finished before the virus hit, because we were flying, let's be honest. We were flying. No one was wanting to play us. We were heading into the Spurs game. They were on their asses. We were confident we were going to take them down. And then it was just a run-in to see if we could get top 4. I actually thought that we were going to get top 4. I can't believe I was saying it, but the form that I was seeing and the way we were playing just cried out to me that we had the bit between our teeth and we could do this. We could actually finish the season top 4. Maybe even get a trophy as well. That's how confident I was. But I did still want to stick to being out of the Europa League and just going all in for the top 4, because I knew we could do it. I don't think we're going to get the chance to do it again now, but I'd say in terms of season, if you'd have said to me that with 9 games to go, you're right in the top 4 race, you're in the FA Cup, and you're still in the Europa League, at the start of the season, after the way we finished last season, I'd have gone, yeah, I'd take that. I'd take that, definitely. No problem at all. I would have snatched your arm off, because there was no way I could see anything better. After the transfer window, for the players we brought in was good. We didn't bring enough players in. I was worried like everybody else. And then the form earlier on in the season, it was like, God, if you'd have told me back then in August, after Crystal Palace game, and then the garbage that came after that, like West Ham and Newcastle, or Bournemouth away, all these games when it just looked like we were a championship standard team, then you know what, I would have jumped at you. I'd have taken you straight out. I think we've done well. I thought Ollie has done well in a lot of situations. He's had his nightmare press conferences, which you know I hate. But you can't really say that we haven't been improving. You cannot say, even the hardened Ollie outers would struggle to argue that we have improved over the last couple of months, because we're in the top four fight, we're in two more cup competitions, and it was looking a little bit more positive, but it's still at the back of my mind, like what happened earlier in the season. I can't let that go yet. There's still a lot more that needs to be done. We need to see out the season. It's sad that we're not going to get a chance to see out the season, because I don't think it is going to be finished, like we've already discussed. But you know what? I was happy with the way we were playing, Christina, I would say, before we actually finished. And 5 goals, we hit 5 or more goals 3 times in a season. When's the last time we did that? We had a couple of 5-0, 6-0, Tranmere or so. Even though they were poor teams, we hadn't seen that since the Fergie years, which is an encouragement. You know what I mean? We had Rashford on 19 goals before we got injured. That was back in what, January? Was it January? January, yeah. When Rashford got injured in the Wolves game. And he was on 19 then. Martial right now, I think he's on 15 or 16 with about 7 or 8 assists. Bruno's stats since coming in, Igalo's stats since coming in, how McTominay and Fred are improving, Matic turning the corner, the defence looking like one of the best defences in the league. I've got to be happy with the way that finished. A lot of people will still argue the point, yeah, we still would have known because we can't finish the season. True, very, very true. But the way it finished and the way it has finished, because I do think this is over now for a season, I would be very, very encouraged. Very encouraged. Let's see what everyone else is saying here. Would you void the season now? Says Toby M43. Yeah, mate. Done. Finito. Take it all back. I don't care. There's more important things going on now. I love talking about it and where we could have been, and it is a shame. But right now, I just want to be able to get back to Old Trafford. Never mind challenging for places. I just want to have the opportunity to get back there with my son and be safe watching football again. That's all I'm bothered about. I don't care where it finishes now. It's that serious. We just need to think that we are going to see the other side of this. That's what we need to be thinking. Let me see what else we got here. David Gunn. It is amazing how the addition of one player has changed our season so dramatically. In Bruno, it was, mate. Can you imagine if we had him in the summer? Oh, God, man, we'd have been comfortable top 3 right now. Easily, if Bruno was in that team. Easily. Do you think we will get football back, Stephen Riley? That's the one, mate. Get anything back at all. I mean, just to watch a football match or watch sport on TV, or, you know what I mean? Even if we had to be able to turn the channel to watch anything live, that's the question. Because there's absolutely nothing scheduled sport-wise at all the way till the end of the summer. So there's a reality check right there, because our football league isn't finishing. It ain't finishing. The season is done. It's as simple as that. There's not a cat and nail chance that they'll be able to finish this season off. It would be suicidal, and I don't use that word lightly either. It would be absolutely mental if the Premier League tried to force this season through. I don't care about the financial repercussions for clubs. It stays as it is. Deal with the situation and look at it like every other business is having to do right now. I have to shut my business down. I'm paying my staff hoping that eventually this full-on 80% payment is going to come through so I can actually get some money back from the government. I'm paying my staff out of my own pocket right now. I've had subscribers, I know he's not on here, he would have come on the comments already. Phil Burtonwood has been a subscriber from day one on this channel, and he messaged me privately and he's worried over in Ireland about his job. He feels his boss is just leading him on the merry, and he's asking me as a business owner, what the script is. I've searched down every single avenue. I've spoke to every single person possible regarding what businesses are. If we're having to do it and we're having to suffer, we're listening to the government. They're telling us to back our staff, back our employees. You know what I mean? Pay our employees. They will support us. We have to trust the government right now, as hard as that may seem for some people and hard for them to take. But we're trusting them. So the football clubs and the football world has to do exactly the same. It's no different to the real world. You're going to have to take the hit. It's a pandemic and people are dying, for God's sake. Over 30,000 people have lost their lives. It's no joke anymore. The season will not continue. It can't continue. Clubs take the financial hit. It will recover. You've got plenty of money. Even if you have to spread that money out, the players are taking wage cuts at big clubs like Juventus now. I think every single football club should be doing the same. Even if that was feeding money down into the lower leagues, that would be a good idea, just something to keep the other businesses going. I know financially there's going to be teams suing the league and all sorts, but at the end of the day, what is more important? Do we want to be able to even go back and watch a football match? Or are you going to try clinging on to what you might have missed because we had a pandemic and we had to cancel the league? Now, get real. Just get real, get in the real world. It's an absolute farce what people are saying. It really is. I feel they can hand Liverpool the league and just start playoffs for the bottom and Europa positions. There's a few permutations that could be out there, to be honest. It really is. They're looking to maybe do like you said then, a round robin. Sorry, you was that who said that then, Daz. Maybe a round robin little mini tournament just to give some closure on what's actually happened. But to be honest, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It just falls into the insignificant column every single time with me. Stupid rumours, especially about Koulibaly joking United when our defence is so solid. That's Delano. Sorry, there's total switch of subject there. I'm just trying to bring in as many people as possible. Can keep a 19-game season next season. There's an idea. Let's see, out of the Champions League again. If the season is void, why not continue when it can be rather than starting a new one? I do get that one actually, Delano. Do we have to have a season next season? Can we see this pandemic all the way through and carry on where we left off? Let everyone have their moments. Forget about, maybe people are saying forget about this season. Why don't we stick this one on ice, like Delano just said then, and then carry it on into next year at the same point next year? Forget next season. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. And this ain't going away for months, so why not null and void it? Well, not so much null and void it. Let's just finish it now, freeze it as it is now. Let's carry on this time next year. Let's make sure everything is in place. Make sure everyone knows what's happening. You know what I mean? Forget about next season. Finish this season off next season, and then work from there. You know what I mean? We're having to do the same with the Euros. The Olympics are moving on. You know what I mean? The Women's World Cup moving on. A year on. Let's just do it with the season. You know we're going to know something more in that space of time. I know it's going to be hard not being able to do any sport at all, but if we see the players in training being careful and building up, then you know what? I think everyone would accept if we was going to be safe, there was going to be no financial repercussions into the new season, and people weren't going to miss out because of what we'd not finished this season, then a lot of teams and a lot of clubs would take that. I think that's probably a fair shout, to be honest. It really is. Let's see what everyone else says to that one. It's easy to forget next season and carry on. Good point. Yeah, it is, because next season's not happened. Even if you call it half a season next season, everyone plays everyone once. You know what I mean? If they want to finish this season so much, then let's forget this year. You know, let's play half a season from December. You know what I mean? It's a point, isn't it? And then what we're going into then, is that the year when we go into? No, it's not. It's the year after the World Cup, isn't it? I could have worked with the World Cup being in the winter as well, couldn't it? You know what I mean? There was a chance there, but I think I'm right, and that's the year on. I'm getting my years mixed up, but you know where I'm going. That's That's, it's not a bad idea. It really isn't. Let's see. The Premier League will lose a lot of money not having a full season for just 9 or 10 games. Don't care, mate. So I mean, it don't matter. It's more important things, isn't there? They'll recover it. I would just say, look, for one season, for one half season, everyone takes the wage cut, that needs to happen. You know what I mean? Cap the wages, hit the reality world and say, look, we're all happy just to be playing football. Would you rather be sat at home thinking about what we can and can't do in terms of getting a season finished and then squeezing another one in? Or would you rather be, you're 100% going to be fit and healthy, we've got everything sorted and in place, let's forget next season? I don't know. I'd rather gone with that, me. I don't think it's a bad idea, but 100% void season. Liverpool will feel hard done by, but the impact top four and the teams and relegation zones as well. For me, I see no other way around it, especially in the present climate, says Anthony Wisdom, mate. Yeah, I think a lot of people are agreeing straight out with you there, mate. It is a case, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? We started off this video supposedly talking about crazy transfers, but you know what? It is, we've got to where we've got to now. It's a case of what is more important. That is it. It's the end of the day. Let's just make sure that everyone is fit and healthy, and we sort of set a date where it's realistic and we know we can come back, and then we can work towards that date, knowing if it's maybe another year before we get a vaccine, then as long as the numbers keep dropping and we look like we're getting there and we're turning a corner until that day. I mean, look, it's been 2 months in isolation over in China now, and they're only just coming back out on the streets again. And that was a full lockdown. Theirs was 2 months. You know what I mean? 2 months, and then there's still filtering people out now. We can't just throw everyone straight back out there as soon as the numbers hit a certain stage. Then it all happens again. We get a double dip, and everyone starts complaining again. There's no chance anyone can recover from it going under twice. It's just impossible. But end of the day, it is what it is. We just need to all be healthy. We need to be all safe. We need to stay home, get behind the government, back the NHS, let them do their bit, and hopefully we turn the corner. And that will be it. Hopefully we can actually look forward to seeing some normal TV and normal sport again. Anyway, people, that is it. Don't forget, just a quick video just to bring a few people together. Hit me up on the socials. I'll put the description in. I've not done a description on this video yet, but when it goes up on YouTube, they will be there as always. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm there all the time. Anyone wants to talk, I'm there. I message and reply to absolutely everyone on my socials when they speak to me on there. DM or just a comment. I always get back to everyone. And you know what? Let's just keep talking. Keep communicating, people, because we need each other right now. Especially when people are alone at home, who are isolating. I can only imagine how difficult that is. I'm lucky to have my family, and I'm just lucky that I'm in a position where I can put a video out there, interact with you guys, and you know what? Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Alien 10, cheers for coming on, mate. I know you was with me last night as well in the craziness. I'm just finishing this video up, mate. I'm sorry. But like I said, everyone, just get onto the socials. Get onto my social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm on there all the time, talking everything, not just football. And we will do some live shows on Instagram. We'll bring some video chat in for people as well. Get everyone involved in them as well. So take it easy, people. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. Keep isolating. Stay at home. And I will see you through the week. We'll just keep doing it. We'll just keep coming on and talking, no matter how many people it is. Even if it's just 2 or 3 people. We'll come on, we'll just talk. It doesn't matter. We'll keep everyone going. And hopefully we can entertain ourselves. Catch you soon, everybody. Take it easy. Be safe. Bye-bye.